Race week's getting closer, and I feel like I'm getting farther away. So, intercooler setup I had to change because I wasn't going to be able to get the air-to-water setup done correctly. So I got the plumbing, I got the intercooler mounted, and right now I'm working on getting this piece fabbed up to go to the intake. Yes, I have to flip the intake again. So right now I'm working on this guy, and this is the Trick Flow box, and this is coming off in favor of this. Look at that. It's going to be so awesome. It is really starting to come together. Got all wiring tucked out of the way. I've got my boost reference lines run. I've got my boost control solenoid mounted. I got to wire this guy in still. But I've got lines run. I've got a couple of more to run. You can see I don't have the right nitrous or the right end on this line for my nitrous. The fitting's right back in there. Let's see if you can see that. You can see right there. So I got to fix that. But this is pretty much how we're going to end up. So we've got turbo into the intercooler on this side, through the intercooler, back up and into the throttle body. I'm waiting on one more clamp for this guy here. I've got to get a 4-inch one. I didn't have one. So I got one of those ordered. I am pretty much ready to fill this thing with coolant and get it up to temp and make sure that it's going to be good. A couple of other things that I want to fix. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions, but the spark plug wires that are all underneath this downpipe, I don't know exactly how I want to take care of that. See, I've got two of them that come up in here, but I think I need to wrap them. I'm probably going to put some header wrap around them just to keep them from melting. I don't know, what do you guys think? So I got two back here that go back around this way and the other two up there. I originally was going to try to come straight up in front of here, but I couldn't, I don't know, it just didn't work. It didn't look good. So that's why I got them routed that way. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just wrap some header wrap on these two wires together from here all the way to where they go into the spark plug hole, and then I'll wrap some header wrap on these other two from here all the way up to this way. And the other thing is, since I flipped my intake back around this way, now this is not long enough, so I've got to cut that apart again and fix that stuff. So it is what it is. I was thinking that I might just cut this one apart and extend these two wires. That way I don't have to cut the whole harness open again. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. That'll be a heck of a lot easier. Just extend it and yeah. It's coming along. I'm pretty close. I relocated my horns, so that way I've got this right here. That'll be for my intakes. So from this to here, when I'm driving on the street, I'll put an intake on. That way I don't get anything in the turbo. And then, so I had to relocate that horn there and this horn here to make way for all the parts. But overall, it turns out really good, I think. Okay, I'm gonna get back at it. Time for a new drive shaft. So this guy is an aluminum unit, and this came with my TKO swap. The issue that I have with it is that it is so worn out that these, I don't know if you can see that or not right there. See how that whole cup moves? So this drive shaft has got so many miles on it, so many hard launches, that those cups aren't even tight in there anymore. So it vibrates, actually, and that's the whole issue, is that it vibrates. And these U-joints I replaced before race week last year, so I know the U-joints are good, but this thing should not be this floppy. This is a Bad Mama Jamma from Dynotech Driveshafts. This guy should be, yeah. Yes, indeed. It's time. So this one's an all steel drive shaft. This one should handle more than enough power. I've got quite a bit done on this. I'm pretty close. Pretty close. Still needing that 4-inch clip, or that 4-inch I don't know, I can't even figure out. It's a T-bar. It's a 4-inch. I'm tired, sorry. It's a 4-inch clamp I need for this guy here. I'm waiting on that. This guy I've got to get a new hose for. You can see last year during race week I kind of had an issue where this had contacted the belt and cut it. So I need another little hose, and that goes to this guy. So this is the high point of my coolant system. So this is just for the overflow. Pretty close to it. The other thing is I was going to try to put the springs in tonight, but I can't find my coil spring compressor, so that's going to have to wait for another day. So decided to work on the drive shaft. I've got a few other things to worry about back here. I'll show you guys what I'm working on. Oh, the underside of this thing is just filthy from, look at this. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it's just filthy from race week. But got my nitrous line reinstalled. I had taken that off for another video where I blew up a Nissan Sentra. So right now, I'm getting the drive shaft in, but while I'm under here, I also got to get the exhaust in. And then I found out that the exhaust piece that I bought that goes from this guy right here, that is a 3.5 inch, and the exhaust I have to go from that to my catback is only a 3 inch. So I'm going to have to get an adapter made that will go from that 3.5 inch right here and adapt to the other piece. So that's fun. It's always something. Man.
Did you text them?
I just got all my stuff cleaned up and I was starting a video. Would you like to be on it? You are now. Every time I hit play or record on the camera, she always wants to be in my videos. I gotta beat her off with a stick just so that she doesn't get into all my videos. I'm sorry guys, I know how much you want to see her. She hates me. I think it's a lie. She's still married to me.
All of it. I love you.
So I found out my exhaust kit that's supposed to connect the 4-inch downpipe back to my mufflers. That's 3-inch, and the other one's 4-inch. So I had to get an adapter. So I'm waiting on that. But I did get suspension all back together today, which I'm really excited about. I have to bleed the brakes still. Both sides, front, rear. I got all that back together. It's getting so close. So freaking close. I really wanted to drive it this weekend, but I just ran into the issues, and I'm not going to force it. I want this to be... I just don't want to force it. So, yep, still got to get some more of this line. Still got to get this clamp. I got my drive shaft in, as you saw. Man, it's getting so close. So close. I can't wait. Oh, man. Anyways, it's time for me to get some other work done. Some work that's not on the car. So I am going to call it good for now. I should have some more parts here really soon, and I will get back on it and get this thing on the road. Looks so pretty. Got some dirt on there.